When you want to build up a selection set by dragging in the viewport, you're not limited to a rectangular shaped window. In fact, there are other shapes available here on this flyout. Let's look at the circular selection region. It's useful in situations where you have round geometry. For example, this tube. I'll select it and look at it in the top viewport. This is an editable mesh object. Don't worry about what that means yet. You'll explore this data type in the modeling module. I'll go to its vertex subobject level so I can demonstrate this feature. I'll start dragging my circular selection region from the center of the geometry. Drag it out and release the mouse to make the selection. This would be very difficult to select in any other way. I'll go back to the perspective viewport and return to object level. You can sketch in your own selection region with this tool. It's called the fence selection region. It works like this. Drag out a segment and release the mouse. Then click additional points to sketch in a polygon. Double-click and the polygon will be closed and the selection is made. In this case, it only selected the objects completely inside the polygon because I'm in window mode. You can make more free-form selection sets using the Lasso selection region. It works like this. Drag out the lasso and you're sketching in the lines. Release the mouse and the selection is made. The final selection mode is called Paint Selection Region, and it only works in crossing mode, so I'll toggle this button off. And it's most useful in sub-object modeling, although it does work at the object level. I'll demonstrate it here at the object level by painting in a selection by dragging. At the sub-object level, it works the same. Let's take a look. I'll select this teapot and zoom in closer, and go to its polygon sub-object level. Then, I'll drag in the viewport to paint in a selection of polygons. So it's very easy to use. In an earlier video, I showed you how you can make the hotkey for select objects Q, because it goes along well with move, rotate, and scale, which are mapped to W, E, and R, the adjacent keys on the keyboard. But I'll give you another tip now that you know about selection regions. Go to the Customize menu and customize the user interface. On the keyboard tab, I'll click on an item to make the list active, and then I'll type in SEL quickly to go down here to select all. I'll go down here and notice that the select object command has been mapped to letter Q. I'd like to change that to Smart Select. I'll go down a little bit lower here in the list and find Smart Select. And then I'll assign the hotkey of Q to Smart Select. It removes that from Select Object and puts Q onto Smart Select automatically. The difference here is that when you press Q, it will toggle through all of the available options here in this drop-down. I'm pressing Q, Q, and it's just toggling through those modes. So it's a more powerful way of accessing the selection region that you want to by using the letter Q.